Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the Final Fantasy XII Randomizer. You might ask who this person is, and I would have to answer I don't know, but I guess such is the fate of the NPC. Whatever, yeah, last time we did do some... Yeah, we did do some roaming around in the Zertanian caves, yeah. We did some thorough exploration of those caverns, and we also got the Esper Zalera. So right now we actually, by now we did do a good chunk of stuff we can do. We almost did all hunts that are available to us. Like, there are some stronger ones left, like Antlion, Carrot, Roblon is also one we will not do in the foreseeable future. But otherwise we already have everything, but one guy that is particularly missing right now is this guy. It's Bloodwing. And this guy is the one we want to get next. This will take us to the Barheim passage again, and that means we will also get a new Esper there as well. The next Esper would be Zalera. Also an interesting fight, but we first have to reach him, and we won't reach him if we don't move there, so let's go. And my party, I did do the license boards last time. I do have some new options. I still need to set up gambits, I did not forget about that. But I will not do that just now. Here, Penelope and Ash, yeah, okay. But, yeah, I will do that once I reach the southern nomad village. We can speed up in the meantime. There's no need to defeat all the enemies here. Maybe this guy might still yield some XP and LP. But other than that, the enemies are just like a waste of time. Not even the dinosaur can touch me anymore. I'm even gonna flee. I know I could have rented a Chocobo, but don't want to waste my money for that. And we don't have to go far away here, it's just around the corner basically. Just a few more areas ahead. And depending on how fast the entire Barheim stuff goes, we might also, or in this session at least, I might also progress the story, because after I'm done with Barheim I did everything I wanted to do side quest wise. And that means only the main quest is open for debate, so that's the thing I will tackle next. But yeah, we are here now, and we need to accept the hunt for Bloodwing. It's number 381, or 381. Yes. So this guy was a Nalbina, he recognizes us because we also were a Nalbina. And the hunt begins. He wants us to avenge his fallen comrade here. That's the reason why he wants to see Bloodwing dead. They got ambushed by Bloodwing after they wanted to flee the dungeon. Didn't work out particularly well, but yeah, that's how it is sometimes. Yeah, okay, quickly do the gambits here. Vaughn has something very important. He has... where is it? Oh, he has haste first off. Haste is very important. Yeah. Cast haste first. Do I still need Reaching? I don't think I need that one anymore. And party leader, maybe even more important than haste, is Bubblegar. Bubblegar casts bubble on the entire party, or everyone in range at least, and that's very strong. Because it doubles the bubble status, doubles the MP of, not MP, HP of every party member. Only temporarily, but this temporarily thing is pretty good. Probably one of the, if not the strongest status in the entire game. But I also got Asuna. Not sure if I want to do anything with Asuna. Don't turn that off. You have combat, anything else? Erase gun maybe? Decoy gun is interesting, of course. But that also requires some better planning. I wonder what's stronger. Is it Scarth or is it... Let's try Scarth. Combat is just against one as Scarth is, right? Yeah, okay. Where's Scarth? Scarth? There. Okay, let's try Scarth. Depending on what deals more damage, I keep the respective spell. Scarth, 67, 49. Also depends on how much he recovers from doing that. We will see. Eraser, yeah. Let's try Foe any. Eraser. But I will not keep it on. That's something I will do later. When I find an appropriate target for that. Yeah, you also got... You still have Scourge, yeah. Scourge. Foe lowers HP. But you don't need to use that right now. You still have good physical attacks that you can use at the moment. Warp is pointless. Banishes one foe. Yeah, I've never tinkered much around with those. Sure, might have its uses, but I'm not sure. Bash also has Scarth. You also got something else. Or no, you did not get something else. You have Charge, that's the thing. Charge is important. Okay, that means Bash has some way to replenish MP now without using items. Charge is... Yeah, let's put this here. Actually, no, let's put this here. Sep is still okay for you. It's only Van that keeps wasting his... Or that needs to use so much MP. And you have a way to recover MP now, so that should be good. Okay, Ash got Protector, and also you got Blizzarga, 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 Zaga, Aga, Yaga. Definitely do this on Ice weak enemies. Once again, I need to see how much damage that deals. Dispelga is also nice. I do the same as Bashir. You got some nice options by now. Very nice options. Protector's good. Water. Haste. Ally any. Yeah. Slow, Berserk, Vanish, Olga. Pouch. That's something you need to use on enemy status HP critical, right? I can try that. There's a thing about Pouch, you need to be careful, because if you pouch an enemy, that enemy I think no longer yields XP and LP, so if she keeps poaching enemies I do not get levels or LP anymore. That's something I need to be careful of if I use Ash. But still, I want to see what stuff I can get from Pouch, so... yeah. Also... do this. Yes, okay. Fainaru still got Shock. A lot of my characters can get Kiraga, but not right now. I'm still a few licenses off if I can get that stuff. Penelo actually does not have the best selection of spells, to be honest. Also, I'm aware that I put away Basuna and Esuna last time, but yeah, I keep it anyways. I changed my mind, okay? Actually do it like this. I think Esuna is more important than Basuna. Let's keep it like that. Okay, I think that should be good. Yeah. Van right now is responsible for buffing the party. That is a very important job. And don't disappoint me. Oh, this guy's weak against ice. That's good to know. But Penelo was faster. Okay, I don't need all those buffs right now. I want to go to Barheim now. We've already been there for a short time. I think I just activated the warp, teleport crystal. I activated the teleport crystal there. But I didn't do much else. But now I'm stronger and I can better explore the more difficult areas of this place. So let's see what this place has in store for us. And look at that. Van has 4000 HP now, that's very good. Since I do not get that many HP licenses in this, or so far I haven't gotten much HP licenses, and the ones that I have and that I apparently get here do not give that much HP at all, I think bubble is more important. And like those HP licenses in the base game are nothing you really pay attention to, but I think that they contribute a lot to your overall HP. Like it's like a side, it's like one of those side processes you never really notice, but it's actually very important, I think. I think if you combine all the HP licenses that do exist, considering that the character can get all of them, of course, I think you get about 1000 HP or so from licenses alone, so that's 1000 HP I'm missing, basically, in the end. And that's something I need to be aware of. Van has the Gaia Rod, right? I gave him the Gaia Rod because it has instant death effect. Haste does not last for the longest time, that's a little bit disappointing, but still, haste is good. Are those? No, those are not the strong ones already, I think. Yeah. Nope. Or I don't know, because no, they are not. I can tell from the XP LP. But that one guy was killed by Van's KO effect. Yeah, I'm gonna move to that area again. I actually have never been there, I think, because I died. Like, I haven't been there, like, map-wise. Like, the map does not have, like, any errors registered here. Or does it? No, it does. Okay, never mind. No, those guys have a different color because I haven't found the cradle now. By now, I need to find the cradle, otherwise they still have this darker color scheme compared to the other areas. But yeah, last time enemies here killed me quite a lot. 60 gil is nice. If I remember correctly, I can get dispel modes here. Also, yeah, oh yeah, this trap, I remember this trap. This trap is actually nice, the derp trap. Oh, you pouched him winged helmet. Okay, that's interesting. That is indeed very good, actually. And you could see it did not yield XP or LP. Yeah, winged helmet is good. That makes pouching interesting, at least for now. I'm not sure what the winged helmet even does. Let's see. It's something. It's not something new, at least. So much I can tell. What is it anyways? Is it a heavy armor, winged helmet? Yeah. Doubles XP. Oh, nice. I wonder for how much you can sell that one. But double XP is here. Dispel mode, nice. But double XP is nice. I might want to get some in dispel modes. Not sure. I will finish this area first, and then I make a call whether or not I want to get those dispel modes or not. Pouch also does not have to hit all the time. Sometimes it misses, like Ash just did. I think you can see haste in action. Pinello's gauge fields, ATB buff fills quite fast, I think. Van luckily also has a good pool of MP, which allows him to keep the buffs up. That's nice. The good thing is you got the two most important buffs. You got access to those with haste and bubble. Look how big this guy is. The Surianda. enemy design in Final Fantasy games is something you really appreciate. Seeing those guys, they are really ugly toads, and it's good. Like fat ugly toads, I like them. While also looking monstrous in a way. I think that's good. But in general, Final Fantasy monster design never disappoints. Also partly because there's just so much variety for enemies. Like, Final Fantasy takes inspiration, of course, from all kinds of mythology, lore, stories, and whatever. And even other games like Dungeons and Dragons, of course, is a good example. Like Bahamut in Dungeons and Dragons, for example, is a dragon. Bahamut normally, in a mythology sense, is like a fish or so. That's a weird fun fact, but I know, but that's what Bahamut actually is. Kind of funny. Oh, that was a Sten Needle trap. I think it just halved my HP or so. That's a little bit sad. I thought it would also be a derp trap. I'm gonna return to that area because there's also a rare game monster there that can spawn, and I would like to get that one. I wonder if that rare game monster, as well as the mimics here in general, are actually affected or would be affected by the treasure randomizer. I wouldn't say so because those are enemies and not like real treasures that yield items and stuff, but it's an interesting question for sure. But yeah, I like the fact that Final Fantasy draws inspiration from all kinds of sources. That's very good. Like Castlevania does that as well. That's also something I like about Castlevania. That it just has that Dracula's castle is basically the party house for all kinds of monsters all around the world. I like that. Of course, another property of Konami that does that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Not just monsters, but like basically every idea humanity has ever come up with is like part of Yu-Gi-Oh! By this point. Like VTubers and dragons and Shell Shield is nice, and whatever. Like food and sweets and origami. What the heck? I don't know. Everything you can basically think of is like in Yu-Gi-Oh! By this point. It's also something I really like about Yu-Gi-Oh! Where does this guy think he goes? I'm just a big fan in general if like you make this fusion and crossover between different cultures and stuff. I'm a big fan of that. Like it doesn't stop here at the enemies, of course, the weapons as well. Like the guns, for example, are of course named after like various star constellations. Damascus steel, that's important for Tornasoul. That's nice. Doesn't matter here though, but it's nice. But yeah, I like this multicultural approach to like enemy and like basically game design. That's very good. Oh, this is the exotic monster? No, never mind. He must be in a different corner. But yeah, the rare game I'm searching for is a mimic. And he disguises himself as one of those chests. If I cannot find him, I will cut it. Oh, winged helmet again, nice. If I cannot find him, I will cut. And also farm some display modes while I'm here. Because those certainly could come in handy. I will give it one more shot, and then I will leave you. And return once I find him. Actually, you need to zone 2 zones away. Yeah, my MP is really good. I keep my buffs up, and they cast a lot of spells, but I'm not like empty on MP right now. Lance 500 is pretty good. I like that. Nice HP, very nice HP. Looking at all my characters there. So ideally we would find this mimic now, but I cannot guarantee. I think there's like a 20% chance that it spawns here. And if it does not, I need to rinse and repeat the whole thing here. I keep getting shell shields. Once again, not sure for how much they sell, but hopefully they sell for a lot, because then I would have a good farming spot here, I presume. I mean, my spot at Giza is nice, but it's also pretty time consuming. Thorned Mace, I think I already got that one. I also got an Arc Scale earlier, I did not forget about that. Once again, I need to check which status that one can inflict. If it is something useful or not. Also, Penelo dealing good damage with magic, I like that. Oh, Stone Gaze immune, interesting. Level 32. Level 32 will be important. I got a Sash, interesting. I think I've never gotten a Sash before. I think the rare game spawns over here. But he still is not here, so that means I'm gonna clear house here and then I'm... Oh no, that's him. Okay, we found him, never mind. Okay, let's get rid of those guys first and then we can take care of the rare game. I already told the story about I already told you the story about this rare game monster. In the base game, you can get a Deathbringer from this guy. You can steal it, and once you can get back here, that's like such a strong weapon. Like I think Deathbringer in general is like the fourth or third best normal one-hand sword in the game. So getting that as soon as you are able to return here to Barheim is very, very strong. Okay, I accidentally activated him, the Ithuno. Let's see how this goes. He's not weak against ice. I have a reliable way now to tell that he's weak against ice. Because otherwise Ash would cast Blizzaga. But she doesn't, so he is not weak against ice. I mean, I could actually figure out elemental weaknesses by like giving different conditions with different attacks, and for example, I can say use shock on earth weak enemies, and I would know that those enemies would be weak against earth. Of course, I would have another gambit which I guess just plain attack, so that I do not. That Penelo just not cast shock all the time. That Penelo uses a different move that if the enemy is not weak against earth. Like I need something to distinguish there. But yeah, that was good, that worked out. That means I do not have to cut, which is very nice. That also means we can move on and make our way for Bloodwing and Zalera. Also, I just mentioned it, but I never elaborated. But yeah, level 32 is important because Zalera uses spells that like hit party members depending on their level. Whether the level can be divided by 2, 3, or 4. And 32 is good. Of course, could be better. Like 2 and 4 can land their attacks there. But of course, we would think a prime number is the best one, but Zalera has a nasty trick up his sleeve. He actually has like a spell, or his ultimate attack basically is a move that kills all party members that have a prime number as level. It's not too dangerous to approach him with a prime numbered level, but it sure can get annoying. Yeah, 32 is a good spot. 33 might be better because then only one of his spells can hit. Maybe I can get another level up on the way there. I quickly want to check the accessory I got, the Sash. Once again, search the deepest recesses of chests, coffers, and the like. It's not too good, not too bad either, but half damage and absorb shadow is nice. But could be better. I still search for an item that, like the Feast and Netsuke in the original, that makes my items more powerful. Because that way I would have Arise Phoenix Stones, aka Phoenix Stones that revive the character with full HP, and that's very, very strong. Always one thing I like. Did I also already get to the rare game here? There's another rare game that can spawn here. Or is that one Phone Coast or not? I'm not sure. Let me give that a few tries, and if I find him, I find him. If not, I do not. I do this 3 times, and if he is not there, he's not there. I'm actually not sure if you need to zone 2 zones for those enemies that spawn with a certain percentage. Oh, here's there. Okay, I can tell from the dot there. The mini bug. I think I already defeated that guy, but still an enemy I want to fight. And nice, I stepped into a dub trap again. Penelo, you need to use Asuna, please. Good. A mini bug, let's see. This guy shouldn't be too hard. Never mind. I said and he instantly kills me, nice. Let's revive Van, I don't want for him to be dead. This guy's nasty. Yeah, very nasty. Ash also has good Phoenix down healing, very nice. Also heals about half HP, I think. I'm not sure how much does the base Phoenix down heal without licenses. Don't let me lie, but I think 10% or so. Where do you think you're going? I step into a shocking gas trap. Oh nice, was it Penalo? I think it was Shock. Nice, okay, got him. Also, come on, that annoyed me a little bit last time, but I'm gonna keep Asuna and Basuna on. Because those statuses are annoying. What annoys me more, the statuses or the Asuna and Basuna casting? High Arcana, interesting. High Arcana also something very important usually for Tornasoul, but once again, not sure about this. In this randomizer, everything is random. You cannot really tell what's the truth, what's a fake. Kind of like real life, but and that's just how it is. Oh, Hand X? I think Hand X is low level. Still nice though. By the way, I also still appreciate the Narsh music here, the Narsha music. I'm still not sure if it is called Narsh or Narshe. I think it's actually called Narshe. I think Narshe is the correct pronunciation of that place in Final Fantasy VI. There's also another rare game that can spawn. I think in this area and in the next one. It's a ghost, but I think you need to wait a certain amount of time. I'm also fairly certain that that guy is a Phone Coast exclusive. So I should have waited until Bubblegar. Yeah. Yeah, I cannot find that rare game right now. And yeah, we are in a new area, previously unexplored area. This area here, this zone, this this map part, basically. This is probably one of my favorite locations in the entire game. Like Barheim Passage in general is a place I really adore. Like I like the entire idea behind it. It's like a creepy, abandoned mineshaft. Like there used to be traffic here and stuff, but it's completely abandoned now. And now this stuff here. There's also this giant underground lake, and we are currently on a bridge. I'm a huge fan of that. Pretty cool aesthetic. Look at this. Absolute nothingness. Just darkness that leads into nothing. Like, that's very cool. That's something I always appreciated about this place. You can also see this bridge from like another zone here. Like the zone before the safe crystal, yeah, this zone here. The Xeavin subterrane. That's also nice. Great sense of space. In case you haven't noticed, the bombs are or get triggered once you cast magic. I think that's actually part of their lore. Like lore-wise, they're actually built against like mages and stuff, I think. I think that's the idea behind the bombs. It might also have been a different Final Fantasy game, but there was something about bombs and being like created to face off against mages. The enemies really cannot hurt me with their physical attacks, I'm noticing. Kind of sad, but yeah, I allowed myself to equip it and I'm gonna stick with it now. I don't like the fact that I'm still getting gambits here. And that's a little bit lame in my opinion. That's something the randomizer should have added, like an option to exclude gambits from this. Bronze armor is funny, ice brand is, yeah, okay. Outdated by now, but still a nice pickup. I can sell that. Yeah, who knows, maybe the open world randomizer has an option for that, that enemies do not spawn gambits anymore, drop gambits anymore. Mistletoe. What is Mistletoe again? That's another one of those culture things I mentioned. That's definitely Norse mythology. Is it a sword? I think it's a sword. Or it might also be that it is only a sword in, I think, Fire Emblem. I think Fire Emblem has a sword called Mistletoe. Actually, Fire Emblem, another good source of having this multicultural approach to like item names and stuff. Although I think Fire Emblem, yeah, I think Fire Emblem leans more towards the Norse mythology side of things, as well as like German mythology, Germanic mythology. I think that's more Fire Emblem's gist or focus. Also, one thing I need to mention, during the last session I had this bug again where like the audio would get a little bit corrupted at some point. It wasn't for long, only a couple minutes, but I noticed it. I'm still working on it to fix that. That's something that did occur, that happened to me for quite a long time by now. But I haven't really found the issue. I'm trying stuff out, but have some mercy with me there. I'm trying to figure out a way out to prevent this from happening. You might not have even noticed it, and now I just told you outright, but hey. I forgot this, but that's just an enemy. But yeah, hopefully there should be no audio glitches anymore. Like, I already had that in like Namienza. In that one episode, I had to edit out these sounds because it goes and that's just absolutely not bearable. Just hugely annoying. But yeah, I'm working on that and try to find a solution for that. Actually ruined a bunch of my recordings. I also like to record some gameplay, like when I play privately, some things you never see. But yeah, I've noticed that in those recordings as well. a little bit sad, but as I said, I'm trying to figure stuff out. Not sure what the issue is. I'm gonna believe it's OBS's application audio capture, whatever it's called. No, what is it called? Application, yeah, application audio capture, I think. It also still says that it is in beta, so yeah, I think some issues are to be expected. And maybe I fell victim to just that. Who knows? I'm realizing I do not have my buffs up anymore. Van has exhausted his stock of MP. That's not good because we are approaching the danger zone. Like those areas down here, like this area, the West Annex, where Bloodwing also is the dangerous area. Yeah, like that Barheim passage has a couple more zones here, a couple more areas. Nice stuff. Great side area, I think. And the same goes for a lot of other areas too. That's something, I already mentioned that, but that's something like Final Fantasy XII just does so good. Expanding upon previously visited locations. With stronger enemies and stuff. Sheer, I already got Sheer, right? I already have Sheer. Yep, Expose was new. Sheer, where's Sheer? Must be a little bit further up ahead. Yeah, it was the first one I had, wow. And this spot over there is also important for the, what is it called? Fishing side quest. The fishing side quest is something I'm not sure I will do. Fishing in this game is super annoying. It's basically a minigame based on QTEs. Like, it is fairly predictable in a sense, but also takes so long because you need to repeat certain actions multiple times, like 20 times or so. It's super annoying. And you also have to hit certain chances and stuff. That's just ugh. Like, the fishing side quest in this is not nice. In general, I'm not a big fan of fishing side quests in video games, which is bad because pretty much every JRPG under the moon has a fishing side quest or two, like of some kind of shape. And even beyond that, fishing is just so popular in like Japanese games. And not beyond that, it's just insane how much fishing minigames there are in video games. I don't know, blame Sega Bus Fishing or so. Also, you might be able to see why this is dangerous. Oh yeah, the ghost inflict statuses. There are a lot of enemies that spawn here, and Berserk is also not nice. I'm gonna leave both here at the prime level here, 31, just so that I have one character that can reliably take the other spells except the kill move from Zalera. Enemies also take some hits, not the weakest here. Yeah, the ghosts are probably the biggest problem here. Because of the statuses they inflict. I think Poison Touch is here the strong one. And another thing I just recalled, having picked up that treasure, those areas here of Barheim, the West Annex and the Zephyr span, actually do have a bunch of good chests actually. I think you can get dragon armor from those chests here, and like other good stuff as well. Dragon helmet, I think. So it is worth picking up the chests here. I'm not gonna go for it now because I already have good equipment, and like I'm bound to get other amazing equipment as well sooner or later, so don't really see the reason to pick that stuff up now. Also, I know exactly that there are so many traps here, but I keep running into them because I cannot see them, obviously. Okay, so ladling is nothing to go crazy about. But yeah, there should be good armor and stuff here in those areas. I mean, another Dragon Armor or two would be nice, I guess, because Dragon Armor was the one that gave you more MP in this, I think. So yeah, that might be nice, but also not necessary, as I just told you. Also, the traps here are nasty. Very nasty traps here. That one trap I just stepped into dealt a lot of damage. Nice, I think KO just worked against the ghost. Oh, Fumarole, interesting. Also two, yeah. Fumarole is another one of those hand bombs. I'm not even sure if anyone can equip that. Nope. Like, potentially yes, but not now. Also has water augment. Oh, I keep calling it augment. Water, proficiency. Also arc scale on hit slow. Okay. Yet again, depends on what the percentage for inflicting slow is there, but in general it sounds nice. Also, since I last time got all those MP recovery licenses, or a bunch of them, I can see that you can already recover some MP here and there by defeating foes and like dealing damage. That's nice. I think the specters here cannot divide. I think those are one of those ghost kinds that cannot like split themselves up. Okay, this might be good. No, okay. I think that's one of the chests that has dragon armor or helmet or so. And the enemies just keep coming. Glass jewel. That chest looks interesting as well. Let's see. Okay, 133 is good. Reflect. Oh, reflect. Ooh, that is actually pretty nice. Another one of those items I really want. Oh, everyone is berserked. Okay. Happy beating, guys. Happy beating. Friend is gonna die soon. But they are doing a good job being berserked and stuff. Friend just being there at 1 HP, very nice. Okay, they live. Okay, how long does it last? Come on. Berserk, be gone. Look at those rage guys here. Oh, okay, Van can. Okay, Van leads. Oh, she's silenced. I was gonna say, why is friend not healing? But she is silenced, of course. Okay, we are also about to encounter Bloodwing. Should be over there, up there somewhere also. Of course, one thing I could also do is using healing magic on the undead monsters here to deal damage, but nah. At least it would target all enemies. That's one of the few spells I have that targets all price area of effect and can also deal damage potentially. Did the skeleton just try to cast something on it that it is immune against? Six-rooted pole is also nothing new. Okay, Bloodwing is about to approach. To appear. Just a few more meters or so. Oh, she is stopped. That's mine. That's the ghost again, right? The specter. The tankiness of the enemies right now is pretty good. I think that we are currently at a sweet spot. Now come on, Bloodwing, where are you? I know you are over there, over here somewhere. Out there, over here. Does it even matter? Oh, not sleep touch. Okay, I'm not Barn is still alive. Still, he stays vigilant. Skeletons also are known for being very tanky with, like, dodge tanking. Now come on, Bloodwing, where are you? You must be over there here. Over here somewhere. I mean, I don't mind if I can take out all the enemies and then encounter Bloodwing, and that's also surely nice. Oh, Berserker, he has Berserker. There he is. Oh, he's huge. Look at him. Bloodwing. Well, that's also... Oh yeah, that's also an enemy that dodges so much. That means I need to switch party members out. Van and Fren, you take a break, and both Thea and Bash, yeah. I need casters now. But you're not that guy. Ideally, Penelope would be able to inflict disease on him. But disable. I mean, disable would also be nice, but... I'm more about... like the really detrimental stuff that pushes me forward. My physical attacks against Bloodwing is a bad idea. Also the double scarf, right? Boom. I think 3000 is both here and the other one is Bash, obviously. Also funny how the laser moves, because Bloodwing is moving around the entire time. Look at this. Boom. And I get the impression that the Scarf spell is stronger than Comet.
I can't.
Oh, come on. Both here, Phoenix down. But Dash is... Dash. Bash is also very good with dealing damage here with magic. Oh, he is in critical HP now, so he becomes more dangerous. I think by this point you can, like, never hit him again or so with physical attacks. I could sleep him, then I could at least attack him once. Okay, we got him. Nice, that's Bloodwing. Bloodwing vanquished. Nice, okay. Nice, 38 HP is nice. Also, both here, I want for you to stay at level 31, so friend, take over. Okay, now we just need to make it to Zalera and we are done with this place. Bash's problem seriously is his lower HP. He needs more HP. But I like his combos. His combos are very nice. Okay, we got an Omega badge. We got to prove now that we are the strongest fighter in the world or so. The Omega badge is usually the item you get for defeating Omega Weapon. Actually, he is not called Omega Weapon, this is called Omega Mark 12. Omega and Omega Weapon are two different things, actually. So... yeah, that's the thing. Fun. Mayami Garbage is something you get for defeating one of the strongest enemies in this game, one of these super bosses. So it's funny that those low level enemies are actually dropping them, or comparatively low level enemies. Ah, some more gil is always nice. The good thing is we did not step on gilbug traps here, so that's something that makes me happy. Ah, 2 ghosts and multiple skeletons, oh okay. Oh, Bush being a berserker right now with multi-hit attacks is very nice. But even he cannot survive. Okay, Fran, back in. Now of course she cannot heal because she's berserk. And Pinello? Nah, Pinello still lives. Nice, and I think that was Van's KO effect. Good, so Lail thing. More skeletons and 1 more ghost, 2 more ghosts. That's good, guys, get rid of the ghosts first, that's nice. Friend dead? Nah, not yet. Or Scourge, but now she's dead. No, she survived because she was able to heal, nice. Oh yeah, of course, Pinello is still berserk because she was stopped. One property about being stopped is that also status effects do not run out. They are also stopped. Makes sense. Yeah, because Pinello was berserk was still on her. Also probably a mechanic not many people know about. That's actually a thing. But it makes total sense, considering that, well, when you're stopped, you're stopped. And good, we are here now. This is usually also nothing. There's an item you can get here, wait a second. I'm fairly certain that there's an item you can get there. It might be another sash. Nope, let's see. Nope. Come on, where's that treasure? Not here. I'm so certain that there's a treasure that can spawn there. Like, it would make sense being a dead end and stuff. Okay, 3 more tries and then I give up. It's nothing hugely important. But still, if I can get it, I'm gonna get it. Is there really no treasure here? Am I just imagining things? Might be. I might also just get screwed over by the RNG. And 1 more try, I did not even count. This must be the 3rd one though, I think. Nope, no treasure for us, okay. Doesn't really matter. Just a minor item. Okay, now, Zalera. First off, save here. What do I want to do against Zalera? Actually, I would like to try something. Fran and Althea is actually good. Now, Gambits, you try to barrage him with Scourge and magic and stuff. There's something specific I want to try. I heard a rumor. I'm not sure if that one is true or not, but I will find out. Also, I should buff myself. That's something I haven't done in a long time. Okay, you cannot do that on external party members. Actually do that to Pinello. Haste and protect, yeah, and bubble. Okay. And the same to Bash and both here. Protect and bubble, nice. Okay, okay, both here leads Fran and Pinello in, and let's go. So the gimmick about Zalera is that you need to defeat him in a certain amount of time. You have 5 minutes to defeat him, otherwise you get ejected from the fight. So let's see how this goes. Also such a cool design, like this like death vampire skeleton duke guy here, summon skull, whatever, and then the like woman in his arms. Okay, one thing I want to try here is staying outside of the sand circle here. You can see that there's sand in the middle, and I did hear that if you do not touch the sand, his minions will not spawn. Like normally what happens, dead bones spawn here, like with other Esper fights there are some minions here, some ads, and I think I did read that they do not spawn if you do not go onto the sand here. So it's good that I have party members now that, oh no, never mind. Oops, I forgot about that. Yeah, this guy has reflect on himself. And actually, they do not spawn. Nice. There's also another thing about Zalera. He begins the battle in a kind of like defensive mode. Right now, he will not attack. He will just be there and have like good defenses all around. And once you start attacking him, he changes to attack mode, and that's when he uses his detrimental status effects and stuff. Yeah, the damage output looks nice. You need to consider that he right now still has more defense than he has later in the fight. I think he gets 80 magic defense and here, there we go, in rage. He has 80 more magic resist and defense. But now now we did more damage too, yeah. Okay, he can also use kill, which kills the character. That's not nice. Okay, one more. Never mind, you was too slow. I'm gonna revive Fran because Fran... Why are you guys so slow suddenly? Okay, I think he wants to attack now, that's my chance. Never mind. Okay, but Balthier will die if he uses his like special move. Nice one. Okay, Bash, Van, and Ash, I presume. Van, you try to heal the reserve. Yeah, the time we have here is plenty. We don't need to be afraid of the timer here. I would like to see him use his special move though. Okay, that was a good chance. And the trick with not moving onto the sand is actually working. Nice. Oh, there we go. This is such a cool animation. Look at this. Look at this. Whoosh. Scary, I know. But yeah, that kills all prime level effect. Oh, actually, a prime level effect. So yeah, in the base game, that kills all characters that have a prime number as level, and here actually it, of course, inflicts some kind of other nasty status. I'm kind of confused that he does not use his other stuff though. Like normally he uses other very nasty effects here. Ban does not even deal damage. Okay, but also revive Pinello. Okay, Ash is that is actually not too bad. Can bring in Balthier again, and like my carriers can now just eradicate him. Oh, stop, that's not nice. Oh, now he starts with the shenanigans. But yeah, we got him. A little too late, my friend, a little too late. But that's Zalera in the back. Nice that the trick worked. That's something I need to remember for the future. Zalera also being the twins Gemini, by the way. Also the reason why it's once again two entities basically. Nice. Ban is giving like doing a drink, nice. Zalera the Death Seraph, nice. Nice, Bash's katana goes straight through his hand. I'm not sure if that's healthy. But then again, you know Sudoku and stuff. Yeah, both here, nice stop. Very nice trick, I like that. Because the dead bounce Zalera spawns can be quite nasty. So it's good that I do not have to worry about those guys. Any treasures here? No. Similar area to where we fought Mimic Queen, yeah. Oh, did we fight her or did we just obliterate her? I think we more obliterated her. Anyways, defeating Zalera also opens another shortcut to a different area. Oh, Elixir's nice. Yeah, I always find it surprising, or interesting where you end up here. There's a reverse mode here. Ooh, interesting. But yeah, look and behold where we end up. Back in the canalization. Good, nice.